Hello everybody, it's Walter, your favorite historian, educator, professor, social studies extraordinaire, and blue-collar scholar. Today's date is November 10th, 2025. This video is entitled, Virginia Republicans in Disarray. Ever since their crushing defeat in the Virginia gubernatorial election on November the 4th, Virginia Republicans have been running around like chickens without a head. Indeed, they didn't just get defeated, they got shellacked, all right? They got voted out of the governor's office, lieutenant governor's office, and the attorney general's office, all right? Virginia, you did the damn thing. Now, this, of course, has led many in the Virginia Republican Party to really start engaging in a time of personal self-reflection, aka what the hell went wrong. You're of course going to have quite a few people blame the individual at the top of the ticket, former Lieutenant Governor Winsome Earl Sears, for running somewhat of a lackluster, non-energetic, non-vitalizing campaign. Okay, others will blame the economy, Trump, and all sorts of other factors. And in my personal opinion, again, as a Marylander, I have no right to speak for the people of the Commonwealth of Virginia, but I would arguably say it was a combination of all of those things, including the fact that, we're in an off year, and normally the way it works in our election cycles is that when one party is in power in Washington, of course, it energizes the opposition, being that Trump and the Republicans control everything, essentially, in Washington, including the Supreme Court. It's no surprise that Democrats showed up and showed out for Abigail Spanberger in Virginia and Mickey Sherrill in New Jersey. So, it's not a surprise. But focusing, more directly on Virginia Republicans, I would say one of their greatest ball drops is Winsome Earl Sears, especially focusing too much on the transgender issue. Honey, that was so last year, okay? At this point, that is not what voters want to talk about. The number one concern for voters right here, right now, whether in Virginia or any other state, is the economy and the effect that the tariffs are having on the economy, okay? And it ain't pretty. While some people may tout that the tariffs are a beautiful thing, not if you're buying stuff that there is no domestic industry for, like tea and coffee, all right? If you drink tea and coffee, you see that the price of those things has gone up quite a bit. Now, again, back to Virginia, that's where their focus should have been, on the economy. But they were too focused on the cultural issues, which is what cost them the election, combined with the typical off-year election cycle politics, as well as lackluster candidates beyond just Winsome Earl Sears, okay? So the Virginia Republican Party in this election cycle, let's face it, was doomed. Okay, they really didn't have much of a focus. They didn't really have much of a energizing message to bring people out. So naturally, the Democrats filled that power vacuum and won by a substantially higher margin than a lot of people were expecting. Because after all, theoretically, the current governor of Virginia is somewhat of a popular guy. And it's quite questionable, or maybe not so questionable, why Winsome Earl Sears went down in defeat. She wasn't the best candidate, okay? Again, she focused too much on social issues as opposed to economic issues, which is what costs, one of the many things that cost the Democrats the presidential election in 2024. And just was an uphill battle for Virginia Republicans to win. Virginia is a blue state. It is not as hard of a blue state as Massachusetts or California, But Virginia is a solid blue state, and no matter what, Republicans were going to have a, tough uphill battle winning the governorship there. But the situations there certainly, as well as nationally, economically, did not do much to help the cause of the GOP. And now a lot of them are seeking to have some institutional changes within the Virginia Republican Party to replace their chair and to reformulate their message going into the 2026 midterms. Because if Virginia and New Jersey are any predictors of the state and focus of the Republican Party for 2026, they are in serious trouble. Serious trouble. So we shall see. But as for Virginia, now they are the Virginia GOP. Now they are the ones who are wandering in the wilderness, trying to find themselves and recoup and regather and put out a uniform, united message as they move into the next election cycle. All right. But right now, Virginia is solidly controlled by the Democratic Party. Democratic Party has solid control in Richmond. It's at the top all the way, the state legislature, the governor, the attorney general. So Republicans are going to be out of action there for a little while, and let's face it, they deserve it. So we'll see what the next 4 years of the Abigail Spanberger governorship will bring the Commonwealth, and I wish her all the best from your neighbor across the Potomac in Maryland. All right, so thanks for listening to this video, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate your support. Please like and subscribe if you have not already done so, and please share this video. I'd love to hear your thoughts and comments on this subject. So take care of yourselves, stay safe out there, and I'll talk to you at the next one. Professor Shelton, the Blue Collar Scholar, out.